Welcome to a world where rustic charm meets sustainable creativity. In this video, we'll explore 20 stunning green and rustic farmhouse DIYs that transform upcycled materials into timeless vintage decor. If you love cozy cabin aesthetics, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more inspiring ideas from our design journey. At the weathered wooden crate display, vintage green paint peels delicately revealing stories of nature and time, while mason jars glisten with revived herbs and glass bottles whisper secrets of rustic charm. Each detail invites viewers into a cozy world of enduring, creative design artistry, imbuing gentle memory. A reclaimed barnwood window frame stands transformed into an inviting farmhouse message board, with chicken wire texture merging with miniature tin buckets holding fresh eucalyptus sprigs. The white shiplap backdrop and soft sage green patina evoke country nostalgia, stirring warm memories of timeless rural charm exuding wonder. Within a serene garden retreat, galvanized metal watering cans repurposed as hanging planters burst with ivy and succulent life, their graceful curves adorned by nature. Suspended from a rusted iron rod, they complement exposed brick and faded green clapboard, evoking reclaimed beauty and urban tranquility with quiet allure. An upcycled wooden ladder, adorned with chipped forest green paint, leans gracefully against a weathered cabin wall. It serves as a charming shelf displaying ceramic pitchers, vintage lanterns, and repurposed jam jars tied with twine bows in harmonious rustic natural style. Set against a weathered barn wall, an antique window shutter pair, painted olive green, forms a striking decorative backdrop for an old iron key rack. Dried lavender bundles and reclaimed lace ribbons interweave gracefully, summoning a timeless ambience of rustic elegance and storied heritage that inspires rustic dreams. A repurposed wooden cable spool, transformed into a rustic coffee table featuring distressed green paint and sturdy metal casters, displays an artful arrangement of vintage books, burlap coasters, and a small tin toolbox brimming with succulents, evoking timeless country craft and creative reuse exuding charm and rural spirit. Mason jars, spray-painted in moss green chalk, are artfully distressed and repurposed as vases for vibrant wildflowers. They grace a charming farmhouse shelf crafted from salvaged barn boards, positioned above a wood-framed mirror showcasing flaked antique paint that tells tales of weathered beauty, inviting warm, nostalgic country memories. A repurposed wooden pallet, painted in calming sage green, is mounted as a vertical herb garden. Tin pails dangle gracefully from metal hooks, each marked with chalkboard labels, while a rustic barn backdrop enhances the organic display with vibrant greenery and inventive eco-friendly farmhouse ingenuity, exuding creative charm. Crafted from repurposed door panels, a farmhouse bench painted in weathered pine green and whitewashed hues radiates timeless appeal. Topped with handmade cushions fashioned from burlap and gingham fabric, it rests on flagstone flooring, with vintage metal buckets arranged artfully beside to evoke rustic serenity in natural splendor. Vintage milk cans, adorned in layered green tones with gently sanded edges, serve as charming plant stands for galvanized buckets brimming with overflowing greenery. Nestled beneath a canopy of twinkling Edison bulbs, the scene radiates a warm, rustic greenhouse ambience imbued with creative country ingenuity, exuding timeless charm. Constructed from salvaged barn timber, a handmade shelf mounts securely with industrial pipe brackets. It showcases thoughtfully arranged upcycled decor, including distressed green wooden candlesticks and enamel jars overflowing with pine cones. This artful display exudes a creative blend of rustic charm and inventive resourcefulness, radiating sustainable farmhouse spirit. A repurposed farmhouse door, finished in chippy green paint, rests casually against a textured wall. Adorned with a wreath crafted from reclaimed fabric strips, dried wheat stalks, and vintage metal signs bearing faded lettering, it symbolizes enduring creativity and rustic heritage in a beautifully reinvented space, evoking warmth. A recycled wooden step stool, finished in ivy green paint with charming distress marks, stands as a quirky accent piece. It is crowned with small wire baskets, candle jars enveloped in rustic twine, and accompanied by a chalk-painted tin sign that captures country kitchen spirit, exuding timeless comfort. DIY wall art crafted from carefully arranged palette slats, painted in deep hunter green, is adorned with delicate whitewash stencils of botanical illustrations. Mounted on an aged barnwood backdrop and surrounded by eclectic upcycled farmhouse trinkets, the artwork embodies a blend of natural artistry and enduring charm. Wooden crates, stained in a subtle moss green hue, are stacked to create a distinctive shelving unit. They display a curated assortment of enamel mugs, distressed glass bottles, and linen-wrapped bundles of dried rosemary. The antique checkered floor accentuates the scene with classic, vintage charm, whispering enduring rustic elegance. A repurposed wire basket, sprayed in a refined olive green, holds neatly folded vintage linens. Positioned adjacent to a wooden stool painted in muted pine green with subtly worn edges, a metal lantern with a charming patina finish completes the scene, exuding quiet sophistication and rustic appeal gracefully. An innovative wall-mounted DIY coat rack, fashioned from an aged green-painted fence post, displays a series of cast iron hooks and mason jar sconces glowing softly with embedded fairy lights. Vintage keys dangle artfully from reclaimed jute rope, creating a unique, decorative accent inspiring rustic creative innovation exquisitely. A wooden shutter shelf, adorned in delicate sage green milk paint, is laden with rustic ceramic bowls, vintage tins, and recycled glass jars with lace covers. Set against a stone-textured background wall, the ensemble epitomizes refined farmhouse decor enriched by natural, reclaimed materials, boldly showcasing timeless aesthetic harmony. In a cozy corner, a reclaimed garden gate repainted in distressed olive tones stands proudly as a rustic display piece. It complements an arrangement of metal buckets, old lanterns, and a creative DIY hanging planter fashioned from a colander, radiating authentic country artistry, evoking genuine, heartfelt, timeless inspiration. A rustic green chalkboard, framed by reclaimed wood, leans gracefully on a vintage farmhouse counter. It is surrounded by twine-wrapped candle holders, mini tin tubs, and artfully arranged dried hydrangeas, all set within an evocative reclaimed barn setting that whispers old-world charm, inspiring heartfelt countryside rustic dreams eternally. Thank you for joining us on this rustic adventure through green farmhouse DIYs and upcycled decor magic. If these ideas sparked inspiration for your own cozy space, be sure to like this video, leave a comment with your favorite idea, and subscribe for more vintage cabin and cottage style content every week.